everyone, welcome back. I'm Linette with the Laurel County Public Library. It just took 4 takes for me to say that. Somehow I forgot my name tonight. I don't know, it's been a hard day, I guess. Anyway, welcome, and we're gonna make something fun tonight. But before we do, I have to show you some cookbooks. So I went to the library this week and I thought, I'm just gonna get whatever speaks to me. But I wanted to find something that would maybe be a little quirky. So the first one I found, I thought, well, ooh, that would be nice because it's talking about sweet potatoes, and sweet potatoes are coming in now, and you know, they're all kinds of fresh and stuff. And I thought, well, that sounds good. And I'm gonna be honest, I've not looked at these at all, but it spoke to me. It's biscuits, spoon bread, and sweet potato pie. And just going through, it did not have the pictures like I normally like and those kinds of things. But again, I just got what spoke to me, and that one for some reason did. Then the next one that spoke to me and said, ooh, take me home with you, I thought might be useful to many of us. It's the Dehydrator Bible. And with everybody finishing up their garden crops for the year, you may have some things that you're wanting to preserve a little differently. If you have a dehydrator, this may give you some good ideas. Now, the next one, it spoke to me, but it was kind of in the quirky sort of way. Living in Southeast Kentucky my entire life, I've always seen kudzu on the side of the roads. And I thought, what in the world would you ever do with that? Well, there's a kudzu cookbook. When I first saw it, I thought, no, that can't be the kudzu that we see on the side of the roads. It is. So this book I have actually looked at, and I thought I'd share a few of them. Strawberry kudzu sandwiches. Barbecue sauce. Evidently, it is a good base for barbecue sauce. Creamed fried green tomatoes and kudzu. I don't know, maybe. Christmas kudzu. You make your own decision about that. Kentucky kudzu mint julep. It just goes on and on. So if you have access to a lot of kudzu and you've always wondered what to do with it, now you know. There's a cookbook for it. Okay, so what are we making tonight? Well, those of you that know me well know that I truly love Disney, and I'm wearing my mini tonight. October is the 50th anniversary of Disney World, so I thought we'd do this one with ears on because, you know, we got to celebrate. So I thought we would do a recipe from a Disney cookbook. And I may have shared this cookbook with you before, the Disney Princess Cookbook. I love this little cookbook, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if people at Disney put it together or if someone else. I guess I could look on there and see. But it is just laid out really well. It is Disney Press. It has recipes for kids that might just be beginning to be involved in the kitchen, up to kids that actually have developed some skills. It has really good instructions on measuring, on cleaning up, on, you know, washing your vegetables and how to handle your meat. I mean, it's got a lot of good information. The recipes are not bad. So if you have someone, a little person in your life that's wanting to cook, I would recommend it. But tonight we are going to make Snow White's apple dumplings. Now, you probably have an apple dumpling recipe, maybe that was passed down from someone in your family. I know we have one. My husband's grandmother was really, she made great apple dumplings. But this one is a little different. A lot of people make apple dumplings and will use like Sprite or 7-Up as their syrup. This does not do that. You actually make a simple syrup here. Now this has directions for doing a dough. I'm sorry, Snow White, but I'm not making a dough tonight. We are going to use a good old refrigerated pie crust, and it will work fine. We are going to use Granny Smith apples, And it even gives our little cooks a tip and says, you know, Granny Smith's, Jonathan's, Red Rome's work really well for this recipe. So here's what we're going to do. I have 1 Granny Smith. Now I cut this up into little bitty tiny cubes. If you wanted to slice yours like an apple pie, that would be fine too. But I have just 1 apple. The recipe actually called for 2, but these Granny Smiths that I had this afternoon were really huge, so I think 1 will be fine. I have 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm gonna add those in, and 2 tablespoons, I think that's right, nope. 1 tablespoon of butter that is chopped up. I just chopped it in little bitty fine pieces. Okay, so we're just gonna mix that together real good. I wanna make sure that that brown sugar and those special spices get to as many of those little pieces as possible. Smells like fall. You know, right now you have all kinds of selection of good fresh fall apples. So this is something your family loves. It is an easy to put together little dessert, especially if you use the pie crust. Okay. Okay, I'm going to work on my pie crust here. I'm going to attempt to make 4, so I'm just taking 1 of the pie crust and I'm just going to quarter it. I'm just eyeballing it. One of the things Elena and I love to do, we love to watch videos of people at Disney, and we love to watch the food blogs. So maybe there's some apple pies on there. Okay, so I'm going to just fold these up. Just make like a little triangle here. Looks like a little wonton. Okay, so there's 1. If any of you go and check out that kudzu cookbook and make something, please message me and tell me how it was. Because I honestly did not know you could eat that stuff. I guess you can eat anything if you're hungry enough. Okay. All right, there's 2. Perfect. Now this is something kids would love to do. And try to make mash these edges together. They would think that's neat, I think. I know the little people that hang around this house would enjoy that, so. Okay, there's 3. And I do think the little pieces work well in it. Well, I'm not a big apple eater once they're cooked. Neither is Elena. This is really not a dessert that we would probably pick, but we're gonna make it anyway. But if we were at Disney, we probably wouldn't eat this, would we, Elena? No. We would probably pick something with chocolate. Most definitely.
Or lemon.
Or lemon. Elena likes lemon. I would go for strawberries over apples any day. Okay, so there's our 4. Now, I'm not going to say they're the prettiest in the world, but they're going to bake up just fine. Okay, so now we're going to take a cup of hot water, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, ooh, it's bubbly, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And this is going to make our syrup. Just going to let that brown sugar get dissolved well. We're just going to pour that over the top of it, and that's what it's going to bake in. Now this is going to bake at 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes. You're not going to cover them. You're just going to leave them in there. And that syrup is just going to thicken up. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay. Okay, so check back with us in about 20 minutes. We'll see what we got. Okay, I think we've made Snow White proud. We have some apple dumplings and they really do smell good. All right, so here's our dumpling. I have 4 of them here in the dish. Bless my heart, it won't come out. Here's our final product. I'm gonna pull this back so you all can see, kind of see what those apples look like up in there. And I took some of the juice and I'm just gonna kind of pour it over the ice cream. It's gonna be good. All right, so guys, get out to the library. If you have kids and you're trying to encourage them to read, use the 50th anniversary of Disney to get a new book and learn something. So we'll see you next time.